Hi traders, good morning. Welcome to this video on the euro dollar and pound dollar. My name is Chris from Elite Currency. And of course, we're going to take a look at the market, and we hope that you like the new design. We hope that you like the new website. If you haven't checked it out, go to elitecurrency.com, and more of new developments are coming soon, very soon in fact. New instruments and also a new SWAT course and also new SWAT strategies. All of that, of course, coming up very soon. All right, so let's take a look at this euro dollar. Basically, we got a push higher yesterday. That does not surprise me, and it hit the 144 EMA and kind of completed the five-wave pattern here. I think an ABC pattern is completed here. This looks like an ABC to me. It could be that this wave C goes a little bit further, but I wouldn't expect price to go much further than the previous resistance zone. Ultimately, it could be just a kind of an ABC correction if it does go higher, or otherwise it's maybe a WXY. In any case, somewhere around here or here in this zone, I would expect a bearish reversal back down to test the 78.6 fib. If it does show a lot of momentum beyond this zone, then the wave pattern could be a little bit different. For the moment, I'm expecting this. Let's put the fib from here to here. I'm expecting this to be a wave A. Sorry, it's from here to here. This to be a wave B and up for wave C. So I still expect this to be a resistance zone for move down to the 78 and then a bounce there towards these targets. But if price really starts to show strong momentum and then a flag, then this is probably the end of the correction. This is the end of wave B, and we're already in a wave C. So whether we're in a wave B or C, it's tough to say at this moment. It really depends on how price responds in this zone. If it pushes up flag, then I would expect a continuation higher. If it pushes up, but it closes in reverse, or if it closes and reverses like this, shows a strong bounce down here, break below 110.50, then I'm expecting price to fall down to the 78 and then bounce from there. So let's take a look at lower time frames. Yesterday, there was a big wick on the daily candle, ended up with a doji. So at the 143, I think that could be a reasonable sign of a bounce. But let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. You see, when we look at the 4-hour chart, it looks like an ABC pattern completed here. And we got for instance, a W, ABC for X, maybe ABC for Y here. Or ABC, more likely, ABC for A, and this could be ABC for B. That's maybe even more likely, actually, sorry. And from that point of view, within the wave B, we had an A, B, C here. Within the C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why when price was building this consolidation here, I was thinking that it's a wave 4, and we'll get one more push up for wave 5 of that C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, all these waves are not that important, just to understand, give to a bit of, understanding of the structure. I personally trade differently. I trade with fractal breaks, basically, at certain moments using the leading fractals, and that's something that will be explained in a new SWAT course coming up soon. I also wait for clear momentum, pullback and continuation, and I use special ES arrows for that. That's also coming up in the new course. At this moment, I would think that this downside could be a wave A, B, C. Now that, of course, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 within a wave C, actually, more likely. So if that's true, price should not break above this top. If it does break above this top, then there's a fair chance price will go up to 111.50, 111.70 probably, maybe 112. If it stays below this top, so if it moves up but bounces, then this could be a wave 1, 2. But the confirmation of that will probably be a break below the 21 EMA, pullback and continuation. In that case, there's a 1, 2, 3 taking place, 4 and down for 5, down to 109.50, 109.40 in my view. So let's see if this is in head and shoulders or not. It looks like that. Nothing is 100% though in the market, of course. And if it does push up strongly and break through this, then that obviously is invalidated and the wave C is still ongoing. If it breaks through 110.50 and the 144 EMA specifically, so if we get a push up, bounce, flag, and continuation and breaks through 110.50 and the 144 EMA and the 21 EMA, well then bears are back in control and could push it easily back down to 110 and 109.50. All right, pound dollar. Well, we got the break finally, not at the moment I expected. I was expecting a break, but a little bit later. Obviously, momentum to the upside, and this was a flag correction. So upside was expected, And if we take the pull from here, that's 800 pips. If we add it to here or here, we have a target at 135, 136. So a lot of space to the upside. And that's what happened indeed after basically good candles pushing through these resistance fractals right here. As you can see, that was the key for price to go above 129.80, 130 obviously. I was expecting still one more bounce here for a lower low to expand the flag and then a bounce, but we got the breakout instead. So if you see a breakout candle like that, then like this one, then good chance that price will continue. Of course, during the day yesterday, there was already a break, intraday break, and it was a good intraday pullback. Let's take a look at the 15-minute chart. Right here. So here we already had a break of that level, flag. But if you thought that was still questionable because of the 130 level, which was still semi-intact here, as you can see, then obviously this break on the intraday perspective was important in the triangle, and the new SWAT advanced model would have been taking entries upon the break here or on this candle. Basically that would have been a good continuation indeed. So push higher to 131. Beyond that, actually, 131.20. New breakouts this morning already. Unfortunately, I made this video a little bit later than usual. Otherwise, I would have said that. But now on its way higher. And if it pushes through 131.50, it could make it even up to, I would say, 132, which is with 7. 132.15. All right, so looking pretty good for continuation higher. Eventually, this will run out of steam a little bit on the 15. And there will be some kind of pullback on the hourly. WIS 8 is the next target on the hourly at 132.70. Of course, 132.50 is around level 2. I mean, this could push up a little bit more, but eventually I would expect a bull flag on the hourly that could go back to the 21 EMA and then bounce and make up that, go up and continue towards the main target at 132.50, 132.70 on the hourly chart. But that said, on the 4-hour chart, it can go even further. As I said, 135 is possible, the next quarter level. So, but for the moment, up, correction, up, and then maybe a bigger correction, and then up again. Seems likely. Very strong momentum, very strong trend, and I think that for the moment, nothing is really stopping this breakout of the flag. This was a long consolidation zone. This breakout typically should be impulsive and fast. So we'll see 15-minute push, a 1-hour push, and then eventually a 4-hour push as price goes back to the 4-hour 21 EMA and bounces there. So this could easily make it to WIS 9, for instance, on at 134.30, if not higher. Like I said, 135. So very bullish, and so you still have 2 days left. But of course, this week's weekly candle, if it's anything like that, I would expect price probably to get up into the 132 zone. Close very close to the high, so something like that, for instance. That could be this week's weekly candle easily, if not more. Expect maybe some slight correction. Put the fib on that candle at the end of this week, 2338.2 fib, and there should be a continuation as well. So good momentum, consolidation, continuation on this pound. That wraps it up for now. Thanks for joining. We'll try to make a video again on Sunday or otherwise Monday. I think that most traders like to see the video earlier. If that's so, let me know. If you prefer the video during the weekend rather than on Monday, please write a comment down below so I have a bit of an idea about that. I can't promise it, but if I know that there's interest for that, I will try my best to do it earlier. In any case, see you soon and wish you good trading. Cheers.